I'm about to share 4 home remedies with you that you absolutely must know to keep you and your family afloat this allergy season. These home remedies are so easy, so simple that you don't even need a demonstration. Let's get right to it. So before I get started with the remedies, I just want to note that at the end of this video, I mentioned the best herbs to use for each of these preparations. The very first home remedy you are going to need to help you during this allergy season is a DIY herbal pillow spray. This pillow spray is super useful if you are experiencing symptoms of allergies like a stuffy nose, inflamed nostrils, and you can't breathe. And you know, if you can't breathe, it's really hard for you to actually fall asleep at night. Giving you something to smell while you laying down on your pillow at night will help to open up those nasal passages and calm the inflammation so that you're able to actually fall asleep. So the only thing you need is a spray bottle and an essential oil of choice. And again, I will list the best herbs and oils to use at the end of the video. But all you're going to do is fill up your spray bottle with some type of filtered water, purified water, spring water. I would not recommend using tap water unless you have a filter on your sink. And then drop 45 to 60 drops of essential oil in your spray bottle. This is a 8-ounce spray bottle. I would put about 60 drops in here. This is a great way to repurpose spray bottles that the facial toners come in from my brand Herbal Everythings. They are glass amber bottles, so they're absolutely amazing for protecting essential oils from sunlight. All you need to do is just, once your toner is gone, take the label off, sit the bottle in boiling water for 10 minutes, and once it's dried out, you'll be able to refill it and make your DIY pillow spray. The second home remedy is an herbal steam. This is again really good for helping to open up your nasal passages, helping to calm the inflammation in your nasal passages so that you can breathe. And this is really good for overall respiratory support. So all you're gonna do is get you a pot of boiling hot water and either use fresh or dried herbs. Again, the best herbs for each preparation will be listed at the end of this video. If you're using actual herbs, add the herbs to the pot while it's still on the stove for like the last 5 minutes, just so that all of their constituents can begin to get warmed up and drawn out. And then pour that water into a glass, ceramic, stainless steel bowl that you are going to sit your head over and put a towel over to keep the steam in, and you're just inhaling the steam. Again, certain herbs have anti-inflammatory, respiratory healing properties that can help to calm your inflamed nasal passages to help you breathe. It'll help draw the mucus out from your snot if you stuffed up, and just overall help you to breathe better and support the respiratory system. This same exact thing can be done with essential oils. The only difference is instead of putting the oils in the water while it's on the stove, you would actually wait until it comes off the heat so that you don't boil off the oils. And once it's in the final pot that you're actually going to steam over, you would add essential oils for a bowl of water. And again, this is some type of purified, filtered spring water. Do not use tap unless you have a filter on your tap. The third preparation is an herbal compress. So this, in addition to the steam we just talked about, in addition to the next preparation I'm going to say after this, all can be made by you literally just making a cup of tea. So for the steam, you're just making a big pot of tea and inhaling the fumes from that tea with a towel over to keep the steam in. For this preparation, you're going to make a cup of tea essentially. Again, the herbs will be listed at the end of the video. And what you're going to do is take you a thin cotton towel, t-shirt, something like that, something like this, very thin, and you're going to your tea. So this is where your tea is. You're going to just dip the towel in the water, wring it out, and apply it to areas that are experiencing inflammation. So this compress would be especially useful for allergy season if you're experiencing itchy, inflamed eyes or a sore throat. So certain herbs have demulcent properties. Demulcent means it creates a type of mucus, or it coats the mucus membranes in the body that help to moisten dry areas or calm inflammation. So if you are applying these soaked cotton rags or t-shirts to the tea, the properties of the herb are now in the water, which is now in the towel, and your skin absorbs about 64% average of everything that you put on it. So you're literally allowing your body to experience the anti-inflammatory benefits of that herb through the water. And if you have a sore throat, you would just dip it in there, wring it out, apply it to your throat. You have a sore throat, leave it there for a couple of minutes, re-dip and apply as you need to. That's good for sore throat. And if you have itchy or inflamed eyes, you can do the same thing. Dip it, wring it out, apply it to your eye, leave it there for a couple of minutes, dip it and reapply as you need to. And that's it. The last preparation before we get to the best herbs for each preparation is a throat gargle. So again, all you need to do is essentially just make you a tea with the designated herb. And just as you would take the mouthwash that you use when you're brushing your teeth to gargle, you would do the exact same thing with the tea. So again, certain herbs have anti-inflammatory properties, demulcent properties, which can coat the membranes of the body. If you have a sore throat, inflamed throat, it'll help to bring some type of like mucilaginous substance to coat that, to soothe that inflammation, to soothe that pain. So all you would be doing is taking a tea, again, not drinking it, gargling it just like you would gargle your mouthwash, swish it around in your throat for like 2 to 3 minutes, spit it out, and do that 2 or 3 times a day while you have sore throat symptoms. So the best herbs and oils for each preparation. For the DIY pillow spray, the best herbs would be mint family herbs. This is your peppermint. This is your lavender. This is your eucalyptus. Lavender is a great anti-inflammatory herb, but overall, the smell of these mint family herbs really help to open up the nasal passages and will help you to breathe better so that you're able to actually fall asleep. Lavender and eucalyptus would be my recommendation for a pillow spray because eucalyptus is more of a calming herb, whereas I think of peppermint as invigorating. Like I diffuse peppermint oil when I first get up. Peppermint might be a bit too loud for some people if you're trying to go to sleep. So a combination of eucalyptus with some lavender would be absolutely perfect for a pillow spray when you're going to sleep at night. For the herbal steam, the same herbs would be very useful. So your peppermint, your rosemary, your eucalyptus. And again, you can use actual fresh herbs, dried herbs, or essential oils for the steam method. You could also include another anti-inflammatory herb like chamomile, and mullein would be an excellent example of an herb to use in your steam because of its affinity for the respiratory system. It's anti-inflammatory, it's demulcent, so it's soothing to mucous membranes if you have inflammation that's causing pain like a sore throat. Mullein smoke is one of the best types of smokes that you could, introduce into your respiratory system. Although smoke should not be, I should say steam, but smoke in general should not be, actual smoke or steam of mullein is where a lot of the benefits lie. Mullein root has been known to be burned for asthma, and you just inhaling the fume. So you put that in your steam, it will completely support, reinvigorate, calm down, and soothe your respiratory system, whether that's your nose, your throat, everything, because they're all connected. For the compress, so this is where we're making essentially a bowl of tea and dipping a thin cotton cloth in it and applying it to our inflamed areas of choice. The best herbs for that would also be mullein. Mullein would be amazing for a sore throat. You would just make a mullein tea, put it in your bowl, apply your towel, wring it out, boom, put it there a couple of minutes a day. Again, it's anti-inflammatory, it's soothing, and a good herb for a herbal compress if you have itchy, watery eyes would be chamomile because it's so calming and anti-inflammatory. Just how chamomile, when you drink it as a tea, helps to calm you down and to relax you. Think of that as the anti-inflammatory properties of that herb. It does the same thing to the skin or anything else that you topically apply it to. Just as it calms you down and calms things down internally, it will also do it externally. So chamomile would be an amazing herb for the herbal compress for itchy, inflamed eyes, and mullein would be an amazing herb for the throat. You could combine the two and do it for both. Either one, it's up to you. For the throat gargle, the best herbs for that would again be mullein, also goldenrod and nettle. So goldenrod is also another anti-inflammatory herb that has antihistamine properties, and nettle is an amazing herb with antihistamine properties, but nettle is also really good for throat infections. So if you have a throat infection and that's what's causing your sore throat, adding nettle to your throat rinse or your throat gargle will really help to calm that and to fight the bacteria that's causing that infection. And that's it. Super simple home remedies that you must know to keep you and your family sustained this allergy season. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a like and comment which one of these methods do you plan on using this allergy season.